Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Washington football team. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. DeAndre Carter returning it. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Takes over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Heineke to throw it. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup...
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Frank Clark in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. From the gun is Eason. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Swings this out for Hunt. There's another truck. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside and backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now Heineke. He's got his target. It's Humphreys. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 33.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd and 5 now. Heineke. Got a man. It's De'Ami Brown complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. On first down, they'll run with Hunt, and he'll get this one down to about the 17. In on the tackle, Kamoko Toure. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
On 2nd and 9, Heineke dancing to his left. This will be caught by Brown. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2. And Hopkins' kick is good. And it's 3-0 Washington. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Here's Eason off the play fake. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 17-yard line.
Eason sets to throw it. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, and him ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Heineke. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes you're fooled by the type of zone that he sees, because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
On 2nd down and 4, Eason. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. The 40. Past the 20. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and the lead grows to 10-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position of throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Eason. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. DeAndre Carter back deep. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on second down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. It's such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Chase Young, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Blankenship's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we'll see how much they want to push things, leading already here 10-3. Steps away to his left. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And the Colts are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 37. Throwing is Perkins. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively at 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. To throw is Perkins. Eluding the pressure right. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Now Perkins. Completes it right side to Britt. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Perkins. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 36.
The key here, as it usually is, protection. Love the design of this one because they leaked the running back out and sent him down the field. But you've got to give a quarterback time to locate him. They did for a nice play.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. He's at the 40. The 20. Oh, boy, you ain't got no feet. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. On the return is Hines. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 3rd and 2, Perkins. And this is going to be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good win.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 29. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And this is...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
They'll run it again with Fournette. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he takes this one in for the Colts touchdown.
Leonard Fournette
with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Now Brian Flores going to lead the offense out there to go for 2.
They'll try and throw for it. Forced out to his left. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On 3rd down, Heineke.
Buying time to his left. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Perkins. He'll check this one off to Fournette. Fighting through. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
A handoff to Fournette. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Perkins rolling to his right. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. To throw on 3rd down, Perkins. Over the middle here, it's Hilton.
And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Perkins being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chase Young make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
To throw on 2nd down, Perkins.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the former 1st-round pick, DJ Hayden. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Well, Brandon, this is a former 1st-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow. And this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They get the crucial turnover just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
They'll run on 1st down. Hunt into the secondary past the 40.
Oh!
Still going. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Touchdown, Washington.
The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. That deserves a couple exclamation points.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On third down, Perkins. This is caught by Hilton.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On the draw, this is Fournette. Fournette fighting through, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
58 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw. Perkins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Perkins. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Right there in the middle, 55.
On 1st and 10, Perkins.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Perkins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Watch the curl, watch the curl. Check, hurt.
They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 8 coming up.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On the counter, Hunt. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Now Heineke. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Here's Tressway now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Finding some room at midfield. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
So a victory here for the Washington football team.
Now, I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you